For both of you, if you don't mind, Coach Monty was talking about how the message immediately sort of became that there is a lot to play for, and it's pride that you're playing for. Even though that goal of a bowl game is off the table. Just Grant, how do you sort of process that? How do you go about trying to make sure that you're holding teammates accountable this week, and that you guys are putting forth the same sort of effort, as you have the rest of the year when a bowl game was on the table?
Yeah, we take a lot of pride in this game. We love the game of football, and we get two more opportunities to go out there and play this great game. And this will be my last two games at Tulsa, so I'm gonna take a lot of pride in going out there, getting to play with my teammates that I played with the last 4 or 5 years. So I'm just gonna love the game and enjoy it.
Exactly. Along those lines, season's coming to an end. You only have so long, that you can do this and play this game. Is that enough motivation? Is that enough to get you out there, even as it's getting colder and bringing the same effort?
Yeah, it certainly is. Just playing Division I football it's special. You only get so many opportunities a year, so we get two more opportunities to go out and do what we've trained for, like our entire lives, pretty much. So, yeah, we're just gonna enjoy the last two opportunities.
Grant, what is senior day sort of? You know what I mean? Have you given much thought as to what that'll be like, and I don't know, dealing with sort of the emotions of that, but then also playing a game? And is it something that you really look forward to, sort of that ceremony and being a part of all that sort of thing? Just how do you? Any thoughts on senior
Yeah,
day?
it's definitely a real special day. You get to have all your family out there and get to walk on the field and kind of last time getting to play a home game in Tulsa. So emotions gonna be high. It's gonna be a special moment, and I'm just really looking forward to getting to play in front of my family, in front of the Tulsa fans one last time.
Zach, for you, I'm assuming you have dreams of playing at the next level, the way you've been able to kick this year and whatnot. I mean, have you thought about that?
Yeah, it's been on my mind a lot. I've just really kind of focused on being present this season and trying to put together a good season and finish out these last two games strong, and then kind of make a decision after that of if I want to continue to pursue it. So yeah.
Grant, I don't know how much, maybe even going to class or looking on social media or what, have you seen the criticisms of the team and even Coach Monty, and how do you respond to that?
I don't really look at all that stuff too much. I'm all focused on what we're doing up here, getting the work in, get back on the field, and get ready for this next opponent.
I guess same question for you, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really too focused on all the outside distractions when it comes to that. Just trying to finish out the season strong and get two more wins and make the most of this opportunity we have here these next 2 weeks.
What would it mean in these next 2 weeks to get those two wins, even though you can't make a bowl game? Would it do something for this program?
But definitely, it's always positive going on couple win streak games, and you always want to finish the season on some wins. Now to kind of bring out a positive note going on the end of the season.
Grant, for you, has it hit you that this is the final time you're going to be putting on a TU uniform here at Chapman?
Yes, sir. There's definitely going to be some emotions kind of going on this last game. It's going to be a special one playing in front of the fans last time.
Okay. Grant, playing a team that's 1-9, is there any danger of maybe taking them lightly, or that? Just talk about the trap type game that kind of represents sometimes.
Yeah, looking at this team, they're 1-9, but they've played a lot of teams really close. They've been right there in a lot of games, and we don't look to take anyone lightly. We know this game we don't come out and play right from the start. It can go anyway, so we can come out and take them really seriously right from the jump.
Zach, if you could just talk about this, look back on this season for you, and maybe didn't quite go as well as you would have liked, as certainly not as well as last season. What do you attribute that to? And looks like the last couple games though, you've kind of gotten your mojo back.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at the statistics, the season didn't go quite as well as it did the season before. But I mean, that happens. You got an operation, and you're not always going to be perfect all the time. I do feel like I'm kicking the ball well. I feel like I'm kicking the ball better this season than I was last season. And even though the numbers, aren't as perfect as they were last season, I mean, my confidence is still high. I'm kicking a good, clean ball. I'm just going to try to finish out these last 2 games strong and hopefully make some big kicks. So
coming to where you guys are now, your paths are totally different. Zack, you didn't start playing football till you were 20 when you came here. Go back to your decision on what got you to walk on to the football team, and then just tell us what it's been like from that point on to where you are now. Because Coach has joked in the past that, when he was out of practice, he said, squib the ball. You were like, what's squib the ball?
Mm-hmm.
So just talk about that first time of when you thought, hey, I want to give this a shot, and then just bring us to a little bit in a short term, kind of to this point now.
Yeah, sure. So I played soccer growing up all throughout high school. And when I got here at Tulsa, I was just a student for a year, and just looking for an opportunity to still be involved in athletics somehow. And I got the opportunity to walk on here. Coach Monty gave me the opportunity to walk on. It was a bit of a learning curve to begin with, like you said, just not knowing what a squib kick was, and learning the whole operation and the timing of that when it comes to field goals and getting that down. So yeah, there was a bit of a learning curve, but it's been an amazing experience. Just going from being a regular student to kicking on Saturdays in front of thousands of people. So it's been an amazing experience. I've made some great friends. Grant, my roommate, and it's been a great 4 years.
What got you to walk on to talk to Coach? Did a player, a friend of yours, say something, or did you just one day wake up and say, I want to go talk to Coach Monty? Or what? How did that?
I think it was a lot of boredom. I needed something to fill my days with. I grew up playing sports, and I was always busy. And then now I'm a regular student. I got too much time on my hands. I need something to do. But I did meet one of my teammates who's still on the team, Daquan Jackson, in one of my accounting classes, and we became good friends my freshman year. And he kind of put the idea in my head just as we became closer friends throughout the semester. And I kind of worked on kicking on my own by myself, and it just kind of unfolded that way. So I should probably give D-Jack a little bit of credit for putting that idea in the back of my head.
And Grant, at least here at the University of Tulsa, we don't see through the years, we don't see many players that play as a freshman and don't have a redshirt year in between. So you've played with the COVID, you've played 5 straight years. Just talk about that experience.
Yeah, it's been a blessing to be able to come in here and right away start getting on the field. As a freshman, you always just want to get out there and get on the field right away. And I was blessed with the opportunity to get out there, get to play against the University of Texas right away in my first games. And it's kind of getting that extra year to grow with the 5th year is definitely extra special to me.
Okay, so Grant, you used your COVID year, right?
Yes, sir.
So what went into your decision to do that, and what would you say to maybe teammates who are considering whether or not to use their COVID year?
Yeah, let's see. So it was definitely had to sit down with the family and be like, let's come back for one more year, start working on my master's, and just gave me an opportunity to kind of grow an extra year in football, my knowledge and skills, and could display that on Saturdays. Additionally, it gives me an opportunity to continue my education. So I would say to the people looking to come back, just talk to your family and decide what's best for you and your future. And if you love the game, come back and just kind of decide what you need to do next.
Zack, you've not used yours, is that right? Or you have?
I
get confused on that.
Yeah, it's a little complicated just because I got a late start to starting football, but this is my last year of eligibility. So, yeah.
All right, I've never been so happy that I looked at DT's notes. So, Grant, you're a PI?
So my dad's a private investigator, and I had a part-time private investigator under him. So now it's kind of the free time. I
Only
have.
in the state of Texas, or you can do that here too?
Only in the state of Texas.
Okay. All right. You got to tell like what has that consisted of? What I mean, I only see it in the movies, man. What?
I don't know if I'm allowed to like legally talk about stuff.
This is like a hypothetical, like maybe this kind of service.
It's a lot of just hanging out with my dad and getting to enjoy that father-son time. I don't know if I can.
That sounds awesome. Like, is that something you expect to do? You know, in the future going forward. What skills? How about that? You can tell us. What skills are necessary to be a PI?
You have to be very detailed in what you do. Okay. Kind of recording everything, writing everything down, timing everything about what you're doing.
Zach, are you a client or just a roommate?
Just a roommate, as far as I know.
This like, I mean, look at all these cameras. It's like a chance for advertising.
For more information, you can visit tulsaworld.com.